silly, but you can't you can't take my video down if there are no nipples, right? I don't know, is that not the case? But yeah, so these are pads from a bra. Because I don't know, I want to be on tape. This is how I usually do like my paid readings, is I'll be on tape. It's usually like this, not quite this angle or anything. And you know, if I put a different shirt on, it'd be okay. Sorry, I'm fondling my breasts. Like, but I don't know. I like this style. I like being able to chat with y'all. And I know my boobs look funky. Just don't look at them, okay? I'll probably try to like have tarot cards like this the whole time, okay? But we're gonna do a pick a card today. We're going to be doing it a little different than I usually do. We're gonna do them, I think, by deck instead. So we have 4 piles today. Pile number 1. Just take a minute. If it's not for you, just give me a sec. I'll get to the next deck. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And pile number 4. So y'all might be thinking, Jacqueline, what is this video about? Like, we haven't seen you in like 8 months and you just left us and now you're back and you're doing this weird format and talking about your boobs. Like, what is happening? So this one has been inspired by my last week. I have been going through some fun of learning about hexes and being hexed. So this one is kind of inspired by that. Shout out to my girl that hexed me. Thank you for this. And the idea is anybody talking shit about you and why? And this could be anything from like somebody just talking a little game to somebody sending you evil eye to being hexed. So we have like those 3 different options. I don't know which ones will come up yet or anything. But you'll definitely, there might be a pile that it's that whoever you're thinking about, who you think might have done something, didn't, and maybe you're just having, you know, some bad luck or like planetary nonsense. But we're just gonna check and see if anybody's talking shit and, you know, tell you the tea, and that's about as good as I got for this opening. Okay, so y'all should actually no, you don't have to do anything. If you do like this video, if any of these piles resonate with you, please like, comment, subscribe. I am actually going to take this a little more seriously this time, so I would like to be able to post regularly, and the best way to do that is positive reinforcement as my cat tries to walk in front of the screen. Please don't do that. Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, so if that is something that you are able to do, want to do, please do it. Please do it. If you feel the notion to, I'm going to be posting things about this. I also travel in my car full time, so I will be posting about that as well, and seeing how to connect the two, witchcraft specifically, and traveling, I guess. So it might be a fun little merger for some people. And I will just say right now, I'm not a love and light witch. I'm not that person. Like, if you want that person, there's plenty of people on here that are like very famous and they seem like very sweet people, and I'm sure you're already following them. I'm not that person. If somebody's treating you like shit, I'm probably gonna tell you to hex them or do some kind of thing to give them their energy back, because we don't need any rank energy. Okay, I just want to make that clear because I know a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, do really enjoy the love and light energy, and for me it just feels very toxic and I don't like it. So I appreciate you. Please respect that in my comment section, and let's start doing things. Okay, hello pile number 1. you got somebody in your head, right? You're thinking about this person. You're like, I think there's something shady going on. Let's see if there is. Let's see if anybody is being shady, who's being shady, what they're doing, why they're doing it. We got a King of Pentacles here. Okay. Ma'am. Okay. Got a King of Pentacles here. Is that you? That's you. Oh, you're a baddie. Somebody possibly is jealous of your career or your finances. Nine of Wands. You are them. I think this is them. I feel like this person like sees your like end game, but they don't see how hard you've worked to get there. I feel like you've worked very hard to be in this throne, to be in a place of stability, maybe in your job or maybe a home or something. And they haven't seen that. They don't know, they don't recognize the hard work that you put in to get the things that you want. Maybe you have a really nice car or something. It just feels like it comes easy to you, and I don't think that's the case at all. I think you're just a very hard worker, and that's something that they don't recognize. It's something that they don't recognize in you. Yeah, they think you're just very lucky. And you know what? You might also be a very lucky person. The Wheel of Fortune here. It does feel like, you are very blessed, especially when it comes to your career, and the things that you have. And this is something that this person is very aware of. I'm going to move some stuff around, see if I can get this to... so you guys can see it a little better. One of these days I'm going to get like tarot stands, but I don't have those yet, so if you're sick of these tarot cards falling, you can pay me a reading by doing, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal, but the Sun card and the Hierophant came out. Maybe not the time to plug my commissions, but also positive outcomes. I do read tarot with the god of divination Apollo, and his card is the Sun card, and occasionally he will pop this out for me. So I just need to chill out a little bit, is what I'm being told. Supporting the grind. I think you guys would appreciate that though, because you guys work really hard for what you have too. So like, I won't talk too much about my stuff, but it just kind of came out. Maybe you guys talk about your work with this person a lot, and that's why they think you're so successful, because you're always talking about it in like a very positive, nice way. Maybe like maybe you've had some obviously you've had some struggles, never mind, but they just see this like luck covering it all. But yeah, I think that you plug your work, and I think that's part of the reason that they like are very like I don't know if it's jealousy, but 10 of Cups here. Yeah, you just have it all worked out. You have your dream life. That's how they see it. They think that, oh my goodness. They think that you have your dream life. You have your dream career. Maybe you're in a stable relationship. Maybe you're happy being single. Maybe that's what you tell people. It could be a lot of things, but it really feels like this person really feels like you are like, you've got everything worked out. You are definitely like top tier, top bracket person. You have the good job, you have the nice car, you have a satisfying relationship, whatever that means, whether you're single, whether you have a partner or two or three, whatever it is that works for you in your life. Like, they really are just like, this person has everything. They have everything that I want. They have everything that they want. And yeah, it just feels very like it just feels very much like we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Excuse you. Seven of Pentacles here. Like, they're working hard, so why aren't they getting these things? When in reality, they're just not seeing things like, they're not seeing things clearly. They can only see themselves clearly. They don't see you clearly. They don't see what you go through, how much you've worked, how far you've worked, how long you've worked. you know? Maybe you're older than this person and they just see, like, I want to be there. It's like the energy I'm getting. Like, they just really, they want to be like you. They look up to you. I don't necessarily, like, I'm not getting, like, a, like, malevolent or like I don't think that they're actually like sending you any evil eye or anything. I think that they genuinely just look up to you. Maybe this is somebody that you either like work with or you trained or maybe like a neighbor or something, maybe a friend, I guess. But this is somebody that like really doesn't see you clearly, but whenever you guys talk, it's usually about career and they really just see you as this person that has their life together. They really look up to you. They want to be you when they're older is the kind of vibes I'm getting. So maybe you came on this video because, again, you know, energy's a little weird right now for you. And you're like, maybe this person is like giving me evil eye because like they always are asking me about like my wife and kids, or you know, like they're always talking to me about this or that, or asking me for help on this project or the next. And in reality, I really feel like they just think that you think the world of you. Yeah, they just want to level up and be like you. They just want to be like you. This is actually really nice. It's very wholesome. This person that you're thinking of, at least, is very much like, um, I just want to be this person. If only I can do this, that, or the next thing, I'm gonna become that person. They want to level up and be you. You are like the final, like, not the final boss, but like the final level, and they're maybe on like level 2 and you're on level 10 or something. Like that's how they feel. They want to make it to your level. And it's really nice. Like it's actually a very sweet energy. I really enjoy it. They seem like a good person. They seem very like sweet. Um they seem very sweet. Oh my goodness. The Emperor, yeah, they really feel like you're like this stable force. Like the Emperor is one of like the top cards in this deck as a person. Like this is like who you want to be. This is who you want to be. Like you have it all under control. This dude has everything next to him that he could possibly want. He's got a scepter. He's got his little, what is this called? Shield. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. He has, I don't know what this ball thing is, but they always are really important. I don't know. Like it just feels like you have everything you could possibly need and more. Like they don't even know some of the things you talk about, but they're like, I want that too. Like, if this person has it, I want it. And not in like in a like a coveted way, like in a I want to take from this person, but like I too want to be at this level. I too want to do this thing. And I just think it's really nice. I think it's so cool. Like it's so sweet. Yeah, you guys don't know each other very much, but they really do like respect you. They probably want to be your friend if you guys aren't already friends. Like they just want like to soak up your good energy, you know, and not take away necessarily or anything like that, but they want to learn from you. They think you're really cool and they would like to actually get to know you more, you know? They've pedestalized you. Like it's going to take a long time for them to be kicked down to earth. Maybe you like the pedestalization. Maybe you don't. If you don't, you should really take them up on their offer. Maybe they'll ask you for coffee or something just to pick your brain. I don't think it's anything like romantic. I don't think it's anything malevolent, like I was saying. I don't think that they wish you any ill will whatsoever. I just feel like they're so fascinated by like your life and they want that for themselves. So they want you to take them under their your wing. So that's, I think if they ask like to go get a coffee or to talk with you or like hang out outside of work, I really feel like it's just that they want to pick your brain. It's not that they want to overstep. It's not that they want to they have any like ill intent towards you. It really is just that they want to be like you and they want to know how to do it. They want to know like the steps you took. They might bring a notebook. Yeah, because we have the Page of Swords here. Yeah, they definitely are much younger than you. Um, and maybe they don't communicate that effectively quite yet because they're a lot younger than you, but they really do. They just want to communicate with you. They just want to talk with you about how to get to this point, how to make their goals a reality. And it might The conversation I think is going to be a little funky. You might tell them exactly what to do and they're probably not going to do it quite right because they're just not going to understand. But they're going to do their best and they're going to continue to learn. Um, they're hoping at least, right? Because you can totally like nip this in the bud if you have to or you want to. But they're definitely not meaning any harm by you. Yeah, the devil card, I definitely feel yeah, I see it more as like advice. I feel like this is more like Capricorn earth sign energy than it is the actual devil tarot card for this reading. I feel like it's just like talking and hopefully they listen to the right side, like they listen to you instead of whatever their brain warps something to be. You know, because it happens, you know. You could be like, I need you to open up a this kind of account or whatever. Like that's what I did to save up for a house, something like that, right? I'm a 20 something year old. Please don't laugh at me for not knowing any of that information. I live in a car, guys. Like just be kind with all that. But it feels kind of like that energy, and then they might be like, okay, that totally makes sense, and then they could be like, what the fuck even kind of what kind of account is this? Like, and have to like go look it up and maybe get confused or something. Like I don't see it as anything like malevolent. I know the devil card sounds really bad, but to me it feels more of like they really just want to work hard on their coin, and maybe communication might be a little difficult with them. Specifically, I think because they just don't know certain things. Like maybe you'll use a term that they don't understand. I was just talking to my dad and we were talking about beanies, like the hat, and he was like, I call them stocking caps, but you guys all call them beanies and I don't understand that. And I was like, it could be like um a generational thing, you know, like different words have different meanings. And he kind of got a little like grumpy about it, and I was like, Dad, it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I would just prefer to call it beanie, you know. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe is like, you know, you guys are gonna use different lingo a little bit. I'm not saying you guys are like that much older and younger from each other. But I just feel like because you've gone through more and you've learned a lot in that time, um, that this is going to be difficult for them. So if you do take them under your wing, please be patient with them because like they really are trying their best. They're just a little bit like they're still young and stupid. They're still young and stupid. They want to be like you, but they're not there yet. So just be patient with them if you choose to go that route. Because I mean, I think it's really sweet, but I could see this getting on someone's nerves. Like I could see it getting on somebody's nerves. So hopefully, like, you know, if that's the case, it's not like too bad. I have people ask to come under my wing a lot, and you know, at this point in time, I feel like, you know, I'm not patient enough for that. So you might not be either, and I think that's totally fair. You know, I think it's a respectful thing to understand your limits with people. Um but like 8 of Swords, I'm only gonna take this one too because I feel like, oh, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're a nice person. You're gonna help them with this. I think you're gonna help them. I think after hearing this, you're gonna be like, oh, poor baby, and you're at least gonna humor them for coffee. You might not help them afterwards, but I feel like you're gonna try to humor them. And you might realize that a lot of the reason that they haven't done the things that like you tell them to do is because they're scared. They're afraid. They can totally do the thing if they wanted to, but it could be like, I need you to call this number to get this like magical deal. Like all you have to do is call this number and you get $1,000. Let's just say this is an example, and they're like, I can't call. I can't use the phone. You know, isn't that the joke with millennials? Is they won't answer their phone or something. That's how it feels. It's like you're gonna be that person to help them. I mean, again, you don't have to, but I feel like the majority of people that watch this are gonna be that person. So A plus to you guys, and if you can't, that's fine because I can't. So I get it. I respect that. Um, but you'll give them advice and they'll give you like really silly reasons and why they won't, like excuses, and you're just gonna be like, no excuses. But you're gonna be really kind about it because you're a kind person that like has all of the things. I mean, I just feel like you're so blessed. I hope that, yeah, you guys are just so blessed. It's really funny though. It's a really funny thing. Yeah, I feel like, it'll be quick. It'll be a quick change, I think, with this person too, after this conversation is had. Um, so I'm not, like, I really feel like, there is really no tea. They think you're great, they want to learn from you, and if you choose to help them when they ask, I would still wait for them to ask if they haven't done so already. Um, but if they have, because that could be also why you're like, why the fuck do they want to like meet with me, like this is weird. Things are going to change for them pretty quickly. Like you're really going to touch their life in a very big positive way, which is just amazing. This is so like fantastic. I just think that's great, you guys. Oh man, I just think that's great. But yeah, this person is about as harmless as a puppy. They're like, they got no teeth. Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, you are a sweetheart. You are so lovely, and they know that. And I really don't think that it's like them wanting to use you or anything like that. I just think that they want to be you in the best way possible. And they are hoping that you'll help them out. And I really feel like, you do seem like a very like successful and empathetic person. I really feel like part of the reason you've been so blessed in your life is because people have been that way to you. And so you do the same thing for other people to help them on their path. And I just feel like, you're giving back. This is you giving back to the world, to this person, to the energy that's been so kind to you. And I really love that. I think that it's a beautiful lesson that a lot of people don't really that more people should listen to, more people should follow, I think. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. There's that Capricorn energy again. You could be a Capricorn, they could be a Capricorn. New moon in Pisces. Is this full moon? Yes, full moon. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. I actually feel it's funny because my parents are Capricorn Pisces, and I really feel like it's a balance of energies, like obviously I feel like you're one of those people that's extremely intuitive and also extremely practical, and I feel like this person sees the balance of this and is like, wow, like, we even have a new moon and a full moon, right? So we have the full month, we have everything there. We have the working hard on your coin and um doing all of these doing all of this stuff and seeing the results of it, right? And then we have the side that's more empathetic and intuitive, and I mean, that's probably why you're here. A lot of people don't do pick a cards unless, unless there's some of that Piscean water sign, I guess, energy, spiritual energy. I feel like that's usually pretty, it's not actually very water, but I don't know. I always see it as water, more fluid, I guess, and intuitive, like the water signs. But yeah, I just really feel like, you don't really have to do a lot with this person. You can just like humor them, keep talking to them. They don't mean you any harm. So what's the worst thing that happens? They ask you to go to coffee a couple times and then they leave you alone. Like, or I mean, again, it doesn't have to be coffee, but I just really feel like they just want to pick your brain. So if they haven't asked you already, they're going to, and if they don't, then I don't know. Maybe they've been watching you a little too closely. But again, it's not intentionally like creepy. It's not intentionally like they're not trying to drive you crazy. They're not trying to do any of that. They're just really trying to learn from the best, and you are the best. So like, I don't know. I would take it as a compliment and just, make sure that your boundaries are listened to depending on like if you hear them out, if they continue to want to talk to you after, all that stuff. Like, you don't have to be at their beck and call just because you're a very empathetic, kind person. But I don't think you would, because again, I really feel like you have this structure in place and you know how much to give of your time and how much not to. So I think that you're really okay. Like, I think that I could probably learn a few things from you. Like, so I don't really feel like you have anything to worry about with this person. I just really feel like they. Oh God. Like they just see the world in you. I'm gonna try to pull like one more card and then I think we're done because this is a pretty solid message of, you know, they're really not that person that you're worried about. Which thank goodness, because like that is just kind of a nightmare, you know? This might be the end of the message. Let's see. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, don't see the worst in them, okay? Like, they're not a bad person. They don't mean you harm. They don't mean you harm. If you have to take anything away from this, that's the most important thing, is that they don't mean you any harm. They see the world in you. They think that you are amazing. And that's your message, pile number 1. I hope it was helpful. I hope it at least gave you a little bit of peace of mind. But yeah, that is definitely the end of that one. Again, if you liked this reading, please like, comment, tell me a little bit about this person that has been harassing you. Unintentionally, but you know, they've been maybe talking a little bit more to you. I would love to know. I'd love to hear what you do, like what if any of this, how it resonated to you and all of that, because I don't know, you seem like a cool person. Let me pick your brain a little bit. um if you would like a commission me, that is also linked in bio, and that's basically a reading like this, but it's like a full half hour to an hour long on whatever subject in depth. So instead of like a collective reading, it would just be your personal situation, so we can get details, maybe names and stuff. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna let you go. See you next time, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. How are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, you are doing not the best. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords here. We have 5 of Swords here, and then the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, yeah, so you... This is very different than pile number 1's energy. Oh my god. Who is talking shit about you? Who is doing whatever bad news? Somebody did something real shitty to you, or they think you did something really shitty to them. I think that's... I think you guys actually got into a fight. I feel like this is like a legitimate fight. Both sides. There was blood spilt. Like something, if there were horrible words said, there was something, like it's really bad. And then we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, which makes me feel like, oh god, like the pit of my stomach is just like, ugh. Then we have the Strength card in reverse. It feels very much like maybe you just kind of like let them say their piece and then you're like whatever. Like like it feels very much like you didn't really fight them. Like you were just, you kind of let them like do their thing, and then you were like, yeah, like I don't have time for this. But it kind of not in the way of like your piece is more important than this, but like in a way of like deflecting. I think like you didn't want to deal with the situation at hand, so you were like, I'd rather just not know. I'd rather just not know. This is a lot of big energy too, you guys. So pile number 2, like you're it's really not good. We also have the Devil card, and look at them with their hand over their head. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened. Why do you click on this video if you didn't want to know what's going on? Maybe at the time you didn't want to know, and now you're like kind of curious. Like if something happened, maybe like they maybe it's already like cleaned up for you now, and so now you're able to actually hear this. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. What's the Seven of Pentacles about? Three of Cups. Was this like a group thing? Was this like a group falling out? Then we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Pile number 2. Did your friends take your side or their side? Their side? Ooh. And then we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Like, you're not taking responsibility for your actions, pile number 2. You're very much like, you got into this fight, maybe with your whole group of friends, maybe just with one person, and maybe your friend group iced you out, maybe they maybe they were like telling you all this stuff and you were just like, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear what this person's saying about me. You either pick me or them. Like, it feels very much like they had to pick a side, and it feels kind of justified. I mean, like, we'll keep checking to see, but right now, this energy, if it's not justified, this person fully believes that this is justified. They fully believe they're in the right, and that you did something like unforgivable. So I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that I think that's how they feel. I feel we're definitely going into their energy with this. So, like, if it's wrong, just know that's how they feel. So they can be wrong, okay? All right? Don't shoot the messenger. You wanted to know how they feel and what's going on? This is what's going on. They feel like they're very justified. They think that you're not taking any responsibility for whatever garbage you did in their head, right? And your friends are there to support them. It feels like you're not the one being supported. So I'm assuming that maybe there might be a little bit of justification there, why they feel this way, but maybe they're just a garbage person and turn people against you. I'm not sure. We're gonna keep figuring it out, okay? But yeah, it doesn't feel, this is very different than pile number 1. Like, and then we have the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, because maybe if you said your piece to this, your side of the story, they would be on your side. But I feel like you really just like were like, no, fuck you guys, I'm not dealing with this, and left. And that is like, if it matters to you, that is like the worst thing you can possibly do in the situation. Because then, like, what are you gonna do? Like, of course they're gonna go to the person that's telling them what's happening, you know? Then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I really feel like, yeah, you're just really off your game right now. I don't know. Did you go into like yourself because you felt like, oh no, I was hexed or something and I need to take care of my energy? Because that's kind of how it feels. It's like they took it as you are guilty and you did it because you needed to take care of yourself. And there's a disconnect. I feel like that's what happened. Is like you were like, dude, like, this is shit energy, this doesn't feel right to me, I'm gonna go and take care of myself. We have the Four of Swords here, right? I need to go take care of myself and rest and kind of deal with my nonsense, you know, because you probably know that part of it was your fault. Like, but nothing near as bad as like what ended up happening, and that's why you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, yeah, I accidentally took her boba or something. I don't know. It's something where, like, I feel like you don't see it as a big deal, but it became a big deal, and you're like, I don't understand, you know? They were broken up. I don't know. That could be it, though. That could be it. It just feels something like, where you don't really see it as a, like you see that, like, there was an issue with it, but you don't see how it got this, like, out of control. And at this point, you kind of don't want to know and you kind of want to know because I feel like you want to fix it, right? Like, these are your friends. Maybe some of them won't be for long, but these are your friends, right? So it feels very much like, yeah, you really care and you didn't mean to just kind of dip, but you needed to take care of your energy. And that's where we are right now, is like, you've rested, hopefully you've cleansed yourself, or done whatever you needed to do, and they're still mad because like this is so unbalanced and like funky energy for sure, really funky. I'm nosy though. Pile number 2, what did you do wrong? Like, what did you do? What did your friend do? What happened? It's pile number 2 in the wrong. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Pile number 2, I'm really getting that you were genuinely in the wrong here though. Like, I really feel like you probably owe someone an apology. This Knight of Cups does kind of make me feel like maybe you talked to like someone's ex or like a sibling or something. Like, I feel like you just overstepped a boundary and told the person that told you, hey, that was my boundary. You were like, no, that shouldn't be your boundary, and then left. And maybe you don't see it like that, but that's how this person is seeing it. They feel like you like hurt them. You hurt them. You hurt their boundaries, and they are trying to take care of themselves the best way that they know how, and that is, I think, by exploding. Like, I feel like, I do feel like, maybe they were a little crazy, but I do feel like they have merit to be crazy. In this situation, pile number 2, it really feels like you overstepped a boundary with them. It really does. And you just leaving and being like, nah, I need to take care of me and not deal with you. While I am the same way, so I should not be preaching anything to you, so take this with the biggest grain of salt. Is not the way to keep friends. It's not, okay? I promise you, pile number 2, I've lost a few friends from doing exactly that. Because what was more important to me was me than hearing this person who just needed to be like, hey, that wasn't okay. And I'm not saying that they were that calm when they told you that. I'm not saying that because they probably weren't. Because it does feel like they are really heartbroken about this. I really do feel like you overstepped for sure. And that's why they turned all your friends against you. Usually, and I'll be honest, this has never actually happened. No, this happened to me once. No, this hasn't happened to me. No. Don't listen to me on that. But the only way you can get a whole friend group to turn against somebody, unless you're like 15, okay? And then if you're 15, like, fully different breed, okay? Fully different breed of creatures here, okay? But if you're like a grown-ass adult person in like a grown-ass friend group and all of your friends turn on you because of something that you did, you have an issue. You are the problem. Because grown-ass people, usually, not always, again, some people are really fucking childish. They're not gonna do that. A lot of people have their critical thinking skills. And you know what? Maybe I'm just really positive about how people like are, but I really just want to make it clear, like, pile number 2, you did something that crossed somebody's boundaries, and then you didn't apologize, you just left. You just ghosted. And then you're wondering why people are mad at you, and you're wondering why things aren't going your way. And I don't feel like this is evil eye. I feel like this is just you being a shitty friend, honestly. Pile number 2. But we'll keep going because, like, again, this could just be this person's energy and how they're seeing it. Since I am seeing it through their perspective. So again, like, I'm sure you don't want to hear this. I'm sure this is not a fun reading for you. But it really feels like you were just a really shitty friend. But let's just keep going and hopefully we can come up with something. I don't think that they like. So we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. What is the 8 of Wands about? Page of Swords. Yeah, communication. I think that's what they're waiting on. They're like, wow, they're not trying to apologize. They're not trying to talk to me. Like, you were going through everything. You were like, you had this fight with this person, right? And then you were like, I'm gonna go home and take a bubble bath and go get Starbucks and like put a face mask on. Not in this order, right? But like, you were like, I'm gonna do everything possible to make this as slow as possible. To take care of your energy, for sure. And I get that and I understand it and I appreciate that, because that's also what I do. Um, but because of that, they're like, there's no apology is coming. They're not going to talk to us. And I'm still hurt about this thing that they did. Um, so, so, what are we learning from this? Maybe let them like talk through their shit and then go into hibernation. Because, like, ooh, it doesn't feel like evil eye. I don't feel like they're jealous of you. I don't think that they hexed you. Um, well, and yeah, I don't think that they hexed you or they did anything. Like, they're not sending you bad energy. They're not on purpose, at least. A lot of their energy, a lot of the reason that all these like shitty things are going on for you is because you did something shitty and then you're not willing to talk, uh not willing to face up the consequences, is how it feels. It really feels like, you know, you actually kind of deserve this, pile number two. Um, and it wasn't a hex, it wasn't evil eye, they weren't jealous of you. You know, maybe like, again, if this was like a relationship thing and like you went after maybe their ex or something, that's kind of the energy I'm getting from this. Um, it's not that they're jealous of you for actually being able to be with their ex or be with this person that they really liked. It's that they were hurt that you did it as their friend. Um, they thought that you guys had a better like relationship than that. They see that as a crossing of boundaries, and it hurt them. And it feels like, and this could be wrong, you don't care that you hurt them. And that's why everybody took their side, was because you were in the wrong. In pile number two, you're absolutely in the wrong. Um, and now you won't even talk to them. Which, you know what, is fine. You know, if you're gonna be a shitty friend to people, that's cool. Like that, like, you know, people have those, you know, we have those friends that are only in your life for like a few months, maybe. Um, but like, pile number two, you shouldn't do this with your main core friend group. If you're gonna be that person, don't be that person to a group and then be upset that they don't take your side. Like, this is a really, like, I really hope that this is fully blown out of proportion because I'm going off of the person's energy that you hurt. Um, but like, if that's what you did, you are not in the right. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I hope that you go and talk to them right away after this and apologize. If that's not what happened, tell me in the comments below what the fuck actually happened, because like, I just feel like, I really feel like that's what you did, and I feel like, no, I can't believe you came onto this post on this YouTube video and said, yeah, I'm in the right, this person's just jealous. Like, I can't believe someone would do that. Like, I guess it's possible, you know. And file number yeah, like, you're just so unaware of how you hurt this person. This is the Hermit card in the reverse. You're just so unaware. You don't realize what you've done to this person. You don't, it doesn't feel like you care that you hurt this person. I feel like you think that they're overreacting and they feel betrayed. They feel like this is something you don't do. It's kind of like that really stupid thing, like girl code or whatever, like bros before hoes kind of vibes. Like, that's the energy I'm getting from this. Like, you crossed this sacred, like, rule, that boundary that they had, and I don't know, maybe you didn't know they had it, but I feel like people that are like that really care about that, make it clear that they care about that, you know. Like, it's not something that they just like randomly make up one day, like, hey, I didn't mind that you dated Jared, but like Caleb's off limits, you know. It's usually like, okay, like, don't do this to any of these people. You know. So I feel like you knew this person either liked them, wanted to date them, had dated them in the past, and you were like, I'm gonna go for it. And you did. And you know what? Again, make that your thing. Be that person. That's fine. But don't come on to don't come on to here and think that you can get away with that. I'm just saying. And again, This is from their perspective. So if that didn't happen, please tell me what happened. Because, like, I'm getting riled up. I'm getting real upset. Like, I feel disrespected by you, and I'm not even the person that you, like, did that to. Like, but yeah, I think you're just unaware that you were a really shitty friend, and I'm not gonna be here to tell you that you weren't, because you were. You were really shitty friends. Like, oh my god. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Oh my goodness. That's a fun one. Is that how you saw the situation? Yeah, you saw it as just an opportunity, and you were like, yeah, I want to take this, I want to live my life, you know? And they didn't see it like that at all. And you know, again, I don't know which side is correct, because I'm really like on your friend, you're not friend side, I guess. I don't know, like what you'd call them right now. Um, but I also know that people are really biased, especially if they are feeling hurt. So I'm aware that I'm not quite like a fair judge at this point in time. But yeah, you just saw it as an opportunity, and they saw it as a betrayal. That's so fucked up. I really hope that they're just going a little, they're a little in their feels and still upset. It really feels like you like took away someone they really cared about. But I don't know, you know, some people are really dramatic. I am also very dramatic. I had this one time where I was, one of my soulmates, I loved him. He was amazing. And I had told a friend about him for months, and was like, I really like him, and talking about him. And everyone knew that I was like infatuated with this guy, right? Everybody. And so what does she do? Like, the moment she meets him, is she starts flirting with him. And then apparently they held like a secret, not affair, it wasn't quite that bad, but they were like secretly talking to each other for months. And when I found out about it, I lost my shit. I lost my shit so hardcore. And she didn't understand why. She was like, I just liked the attention, and he gave me attention, and I took that opportunity and ran with it. And I was like, I'm literally in love with him. And I shouldn't have been, because he was a shitty person. But like, the thing of it is that that's not how a friend sees it, and that's not how a friend should act, you know? Unless like that's like a rule you guys already have like talked about, like it's okay to date my boyfriends, or it's okay to, you know, whatever, right? But if that's not something you've talked about, that is definitely a boundary that I feel like it should be in place. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah. I feel like maybe if you talked with this person about how you saw it, they wouldn't be as upset. They would be like, "Okay, I understand where you're coming from. It hurt my feelings, but I get it." Again, I don't think I'm seeing this as clearly as I would like to. I really feel like I'm seeing it through their like really hurt eyes. So I completely understand that I'm not being very fair with you right now. And I really feel like you need to talk to them and like set the record straight what happened, because they are not, like, they cannot see your side of this at all. They really don't think there's any reasonable reason for this to have happened. And are really hurt by it. And I think by you, you know, coming to them genuinely and telling them exactly what happened, even if it was like, hey, like I fell on their dick or something, I don't know. I really don't know what the situation is, but that would do you so much better than hiding around thinking that someone's causing you bad energy, when it's at this point I feel like you did it to yourself. I feel like you need to be able to advocate for yourself, if nothing else. Even if you were in the wrong, you need to be able to go up to them and be like, this is what happened. Because they can't take your side or support you if you don't tell them what happened. I really feel like, yeah, you really need to like just let it all, like, clear it out, tell them what happened, and see how they react. And you know what, they might not react the way that you want, but it'll be better than whatever the fuck is going on right now. Pile number 2. It really will. because right now is not good. Right now is not a good thing. And I am really hopeful. Like, I'm sorry that I was so harsh, but also I'm really hopeful that like I'm in the wrong for being that harsh and for taking that person's energy. Because oh my god, like I would understand throwing hands. Like, but yeah, I really just feel like you really need to speak to them. And no, nobody hexed you, nobody's jealous of you. People just are hurt by you and really want to talk to you about what happened. Um, so that's what's going on, pile number 2. Good luck to you. Good luck to your friend slash maybe not friend anymore. And hopefully I see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 3. We've been having a very interesting time. So I'm a little loopy already, but hey, it's cool. We're doing what we can. 7 of Shells, Choice and Ambitions. The first card out today. How are you guys doing? Let's see. You have multiple people in your head, huh? The Chariot, Discipline and Determination. Seven of Cups and the Chariot. The Wheel. Change and possibilities. You know, you're not the only person to get the wheel this time around. This is interesting. Like, it's weird because, like, I feel uneasy as I do this reading for you, pile 3. But it doesn't feel... It just feels uneasy. It feels weird. Maybe this is the jealousy pile, you know? Because it doesn't feel... I feel like you have a lot of eyes on you, and that makes it kind of difficult to figure out what is actually going on. 5 of Feathers, Strategy and Resilience. Yeah, you have a lot of people around you, and that's going to make this a little difficult. You have a lot of eyes on you. Maybe you do social media. Maybe... Sorry, my phone was distracting me. Maybe you just have like a lot of friends, or maybe people just talk about you a lot behind your back. Not necessarily bad, just kind of like a lot of people know about you. But it feels like you have a lot of people that see you. And maybe as competition, I do feel like, you know, maybe you're in a competitive job, or I don't really feel like that's really true either. Maybe you're just really attractive. You might just be a very attractive person. Knight of Acorns, Action and Drive. The Warthog. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Traveler, Adventure and Potential, and 10 of Acorns, Responsibility and Dedication. I think people really appreciate that you're a free spirit. I feel very, like, warm, positive energy. Oh my goodness. With this pile. It's weird because, like, I feel uneasy. Like, I feel... Have you guys heard that Scooby-Doo song where, like, it starts out with, like, there's a chill in the air, do-do-do-do? Probably don't, and my music abilities are not the best, so apologies. But it feels very much like there's something wrong, but I don't know what it is, because right now it feels very positive. Like, you have a lot of eyes on you, but a lot of these eyes are very, like, positive. I was gonna say superficial, and that's probably true too. But they see you as like this like ray of light, right? So like why, like I'm really just getting like the sun in the background like beaming up at you, or like you on a stage and having the light shining down on you like this gazelle, I think is what this bad guy is. Um, that's the energy I'm getting from this, from you, from how people see you. So it's really confusing. And then here again, we have like the King of Wands, right? And he's got like this crown of the sun on the bottom of the deck. That's how I'm feeling. It's like that's how people see you. That's how you're perceived. But it's still, it does feel kind of ominous. I get why you wanted to do a reading because like this is weird. We have the Ace of Acorns, creative force, confidence. Again, it's very strange. This is very strange energy. Justice, truth, and clarity. And these are like pretty warm cards. Like, I mean, like this is just a really pretty deck, right? But these cards are like very warm backgrounds, the ones that you've been getting, or they've had the sun in them. So yeah, you're definitely like, it's been 5 minutes and I just feel like you're the main character, okay? I feel like you're the main character and a lot of people are watching you. And it's kind of, but I don't get why I'm so uneasy about it. So like I just You know, I was expecting like a lot of drama from these readings, but so far it hasn't been all that dramatic. And pile number three, you're just going through a transformation. Pile number three, congratulations. Nobody is giving you bad energy. Like, no one is giving you bad energy. So, what's happening right now? So, we have the Hermit card here, right? The Hermit card, and it says contemplation and wisdom, right? And then we have transformation, which is transition and liberation. So right now, you're, being seen as like the main character. You're taking leaps of faith. You're doing the things that you want to do. You're moving towards them with passion, curiosity. You're doing good, right? And you have like this really like ominous feeling. Maybe like this is too good to be true. What's gonna happen and all that kind of stuff, right? Pile number three, the reason you're feeling so nervous and like maybe things are going like either too well or they're slowing down or you're staying really fast and you're like, what the hell? Like, my life's never been like this before. It's not because anybody is like wishing you any ill will. It's not that there's any like negative energy really coming at you, like nothing that'll actually impact you, by the way. Like, there could be people that are like, God, I wish I could do what she could do or they could do or, whatever. But it feels more so in tuned with like, um, you are going through a personal transformation yourself as a person, for whatever it is that you're wanting in life, whatever it is you want to go after, who you want to be. And this doesn't matter what age you are, by the way. Some people think that this is only a thing for like your early 20s or, like that's not how it is. They could be whatever age and go through transformations like this. And I feel like that's what you're in the middle of or you're about to go into, and your body is so intuitive. You might have Sagittarius placements, that you're aware that something's going to happen, and that's why you came here and you were like, oh my god, maybe like somebody's sending me evil eye, especially because like I'm glowing up, because I think that part. I think that you're doing really well, and that's probably why you're worried that somebody's like trying to come after you or anything, um, just to check and like clear your energy. But I really feel like you are going through a self transformation. No other person is involved in this energy. You are just feeling your energy changing and working with you, maybe even against you to teach you some things, and you're just not you haven't dealt with it before, so it's new and it's a little like nerve-wracking. You're a little nervous. That I feel butterflies. That's what this feeling is. It's butterflies. um so that's what's going on. It's not that anybody like wishes you harm or wants anything from you or anything. It's just that you're learning how to deal in this new reality that you're in this new the Temperance card came out, balance and harmony. You're learning how to deal with what's around you. I am currently, like, I went through something similar last year when I decided to live in my Prius full time so I could travel and, like, see the world. And a lot of people were like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I glue up. I was so excited and so happy, and I felt a lot better about myself. And I did have some shitty energy, and unfortunately, that actually hit me. It won't hit you, but that's not the point. The point, my cat's trying to get in the frame. The point is that you, and your energy, you're learning to balance it out and to work with it. You're learning to work with the energy around you. Sorry, my cat is really distracting. But I'll give her some space. But good girl. I should get like a cat cam, you guys. I should do that. But I guess what I mean is that like it's that feeling of, oh my god, like I'm changing, I'm moving, I'm traveling the world, I'm doing all of these like new crazy things that I've never experienced before. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say about that, is that it feels like that's kind of the energy that you've been in, and now you're learning how to balance it out. And it's, you know, a little stressful and maybe a little nerve-wracking, but it's good. It's definitely good. The High Priestess intuition, sacred knowledge. Yeah, this is just your intuition telling you that things are moving. They're moving really well. You're doing really good though. Like don't think that this is a bad thing. This is definitely a good thing. This is just change, and change happens all the time. My dad, he always likes to quote these people that that I don't know any of them, but his, like, one of his quotes is that the only thing that stays the same is change. You know, you can always expect change. And I think that's true. And I think that that's just what you're feeling, is the energy shift in your life, where you are now going through another transformation period now that you've leveled up. And that's amazing. That's a good thing. It's a really good thing, pile number 3. There's nobody else, like, there's no one important enough in your energy, in your energy field besides you. Like, nobody else is like touching you right now. You are absolutely just in your own energy, feeling the vibrations, or the universe, or God, or whatever the hell you believe in. And it is causing this feeling inside of you to be like, maybe there's something wrong. And no, there's nothing wrong at all. You're just going through a transformation right now. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands, perception and truth. The little bat there with like their sonar. Have you seen that? Like how their sonar like cries. I don't know what they're called. Like the screeches that they do, so bats can like know where things are. That's what's going on right now. Is you just have like a sonar around you. Knight of Shells, charm and passion. Yeah, you're just stepping into a new, better version of your life. And it's as scary as it is, because maybe it doesn't seem quite how you pictured it. It is exactly what your energy aligns with, and it's positive things for sure. It's definitely a very positive transformation. Do we have any advice for you? Because that's it. That's your message. It's just that. Like, you're going through a transformation. Nine of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. Yeah, try to focus on the positives that are happening. I know that you can't ignore your intuition. Please don't. Please continue to work with it, because it will help you in life, obviously. I'm sure you already know that. But try to stay grateful. It might be like, you know, I really wanted to get, what's actually a good example? Like, let's not give you one of those awful examples. It could be like, you know, I really wanted to get like this, I want to get like rose quartz or something. I just want to get rose quartz because think it's pretty, and I just vibe with it, right? So you go to the crystal shop, and there's like a sale for 10% off pink crystals or whatever, and you're able to get it. Just be grateful for those things, you know? Don't be like, oh, this is weird that it, like, this happened. Be excited about that. Be thankful that the universe is taking care of you. You know, you find a penny on the floor and you pick it up for luck and all that. You know, that kind of an energy of just stay grateful for all the things that are happening. Your guide slash God slash the universe slash whatever it is that you believe in is really helping you through this, and is really taking some good time to take care of you. So just stay grateful with it, because like, yeah, this pit in your stomach is a little weird, um, but stranger things have happened, and they've happened for the good of your life, right? Do you like where you are right now in your journey? You know, like that. This has all happened for a reason. And again, I'm not one of those toxic like spiritual people. So like, I'm not saying that bad things aren't going to happen to you, but I am saying you're very divinely protected, and it's okay. It's okay to see the good in the bad. You know, it's okay to be grateful for the good times. Bad times suck, I know. But be grateful for the good times. You have a lot of them right now. Soak it all in. Soak this good energy up. Don't worry about what might happen in a couple weeks or months or years or whatever. Take care of yourself in the now. Be present in this time. Be grateful for the time that you have right now, the opportunities you're being allowed. 10 of Crystals, stability and attainment. Yeah, you can have it all. You can have your cake and eat it too. Pile number 3. This is beautiful. Like, I really expected to be like getting into the tea of like some drama with people, but I'm really excited to hear that like so far 2 out of 3 of these have been like really positive things happening for you guys. Very positive energy that's just been misunderstood. And I'm really excited for that because, like, you know, how often do you get a reading like that where, you know, you think something horrible is happening, but no, surprise, you're actually just hitting a glow up and you didn't realize it, you know? Like, that's super exciting. And I hope you get whatever crystal you want from that sale. I don't know. I feel like it's a real thing now. I feel like someone's gonna go through that. Yeah, we have the sun card, vitality and joy. Look at that. We have the sun again. I'm telling you, you guys, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be a good time for you. Maybe you're in a place that's really sunny. Maybe you're going on a vacation that's really sunny. Maybe you're just a fire sign. I've been feeling like very Sagittarius energy from y'all. And I just love it. I really like it. I love this like spiritual finding yourself glow up that you guys are doing. And I'm not saying like you don't know who you are or anything. I'm just saying that I feel like you're going into another like you're going into another transformation period. Like, I used to be a silver girly. I still wear all that stuff because, I mean, it's what I have. And now I'm a gold girly. You know, it's things like that. Like, it's not bad or good. It just makes you feel a little bit more like yourself, right? When you do that kind of a thing. So it's kind of just more that energy that I'm feeling from you guys. Let's pull just a couple more cards and then we're going to call it a day. What, isn't that exciting? Like, God, I love that for you. I feel like that's so positive. Such a positive thing. Pile number 3. I love glow ups. They're so good. They're so good for everybody. I always get so excited when I hear people are going through them. Like, fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, you're feeling that energy of change. And that's not something that you need to fear. That's something that you should just, you know, appreciate what's happening right here and right now. It really feels like maybe you're mistaking those butterflies for fear or worry or any of that. And maybe it is fear or worry. You know, it's scary sometimes moving forward. It's scary moving through life sometimes into the unknown. It's kind of terrifying. I'm super afraid of the ocean for that reason. It's scary. I don't know what's in there. I think mermaids are real. I think we just don't know, you know? And I think that's kind of the energy, not necessarily mermaids, but like the energy of y'all is like, you know that something's coming, and that's why you were thinking that maybe somebody did something to you. But in reality, it's just the change, the intuitive, your senses heightening to this change in your life. And it's a positive thing, it's not a bad thing. And I don't know, pile number 3, I really feel like this sums it up. Let's see if we can get you some advice to help you with this. But I do really feel like being in the moment and being grateful for where you are right now is going to really help you and keep you grounded. Because I really do feel like, you know, if you let it, it can, like, this nerves, this energy can really ruin a day, okay? Expect powerful change. Yeah, this is the energy you're feeling right now. Expecting powerful change. Oh, we have Leo. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Yes, I'm gonna keep this up here and just talk for a little bit more. Leo energy, like I said, very fire sign energy, very sun energy, warm energy, moving through the world, learning about yourself, taking care of yourself, using that energy around you, not letting it scare you, but instead doing something amazing with it. Just very, very good energy, pile number three. I get that you're nervous about the future. I understand that this energy, again, you thought something bad was going on and it wasn't. Um, like it can be really scary. It can be very overwhelming. The more energy around you can be so overwhelming. Um, but it's good and it's in your best interest and it's going to help you through a lot of things, okay? Okay, pile number three. So I'm just gonna leave you with this. Again, it says confidence is your key to success. And you got the card to stay out of fear as much as you can. I get that it happens. We're human. It happens. Um, but you are truly blessed and you're just going through a glow up right now. And I know it can be really scary to do that. It's scary to go through a cocoon by yourself. There's this one tarot deck, I think it's this one, and it's like a transformation card, and it shows like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. And the thing about that to me that I've always found really fascinating is that a butterfly, like a caterpillar, doesn't know why it is disintegrating and everything, like, and why it can't see for a little bit. It just trusts the process. It's just like, I'm not gonna die. This is natural. It trusts the process, and when it comes out, it becomes a butterfly, right? And that's how I feel like your energy is. You're going through like this huge metamorphosis right now, and it's scary because you don't understand why. Maybe things are either slowing down or speeding up, and you're feeling this like weird tingly energy inside of you, and it freaks you out. It's just a scary energy. You're turning into goo right now, and you're like, why? Why am I turning into goo? But you're turning into goo to be the best possible version of yourself, to grow wings, to reach new heights, to do the things that you're wanting to do with your life. And it's just really exciting to me. I'm really happy for you. I'm really glad that it isn't something really shitty. And that you're going through this. And I know it's scary, but you know, we all go through it. It's gonna be okay. I believe in you. I hope you at least believe part of what I said. And really, if you take anything from this reading, please take that you are in good hands right now. You're protected divinely, and that it's gonna be okay. But that's your reading. I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, please like this video. Please comment what new beginning you're hoping to start or you're in the middle of doing. I would love to know. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Pile number 4. Hi, let's go. Let's see what's happening in your crazy life right now. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Are you from pile number 2? Are you the scorned friend? Page of Pentacles. Upright. So third party situation, huh? Why does this keep happening? Why do we keep doing this? You know, I could totally be misreading this. But it just feels like, I don't know, you're doing pretty good. I feel like something happened though with like a friend or a love interest. Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse. Some issues going in your love life for sure, and you're kind of just like, why? Like, I mean, everything felt good. The Empress card and the Seven of Cups came out. You know, I was doing good. I felt really good about myself. I felt like I had options, and now that like I found my soulmate or we started hanging out together or whatever, things are going wrong. Is how it feels. It's like you worked so hard for this point. You're in a really good energy, but it's just like there's just something like it didn't work out, and you're like, what the hell happened here? What happened? And we have the Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords with pile 4, or with the human in question, with their partner. Is this about their partner? Guys, nobody read the title. None of you read the title. Like, I swear. The only people that read the title was pile number 2. You're the only ones that read the title. Like, what is happening with you guys? Like, I just can't even. This is fascinating to me. Okay, so like Your soulmate stopped talking to you, backed off, did something, and what? You think that this is a twin flame reading? Yeah, you think this is a twin flame. Great. Okay. Listen, pile number 4. I'm just gonna say it before we continue this reading. But twin flames are the most toxic, horrible, horrible people. You do not need them in your life. They are not worth your time. And that's how I feel about them, okay? I feel like divine soulmates are a thing. I feel like soulmates are real. I just think we have a lot of them, and there's no reason for you to be wasting your time on somebody that's gonna act like this. I'm just saying, I understand we have different views. You can be upset about this. You can click off right now, but I just want to make it really clear how I feel about it, because that's how I'm going to talk about it. And if that upsets you, you don't want to be here for the rest of the video, okay? Okay, so we're going to call them a soulmate because that's what they are. They're just a soulmate. And they maybe ghosted you. That's fun. 4 of Pentacles. That's also fun. I feel like, okay, again, it feels like you're really clinging to the idea of this person being in your life. And, you know, that's okay. That's fine. But, like, also, you're definitely way too hot for this. You don't deserve that amount of bullshit. Then we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. They're not coming back anytime soon. Like, nothing's gonna happen. You're like, you're in separation, right? This happens fairly often with soulmates, especially stronger soulmate connections. And I get it, you know, like, you want them to come back, you love them, you care about them, you thought it was good, it's a third party situation, they're gonna leave them, that person's not good enough for them, you know, all of those things. And you're probably right. Like, you're probably right. You're probably right. They're definitely a soulmate, and they definitely, you know, aren't gonna do the will they won't they thing. It's definitely like a love triangle. Yeah, we have the Lovers card here just to, you know, emphasize that y'all are definitely soulmates. And then the 8 of Cups in the reverse, because they're definitely not gonna leave their person for you. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't believe in this. I think, listen, you want to know what happened? You can ask any other tarot reader about, why did my soulmate go into separation? When will they be back? Blah, 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 blah. They're not coming back. Pile number 4, they're not going to come back. Okay? They're not. This is what happens. This is what happens. This has happened so many times, and you don't have to believe me. You can be mad and then be upset that at like 12 years down the line, they still haven't contacted you. Okay? You can be mad at me for this. But this is not your twin flame. This is not your divine soulmate. This is just a soulmate. And you are feeding into it so much that you are forcing yourself to stay stuck on this soulmate who chose another person over you. They can like you. They can even be in love with you. You guys have a soulmate connection. You guys will be bonded forever, but that does not mean that they have to be the one. They are not the one, okay? They're not. There's going to be one person in this reading, maybe, if this reaches a broad audience. There's going to be one of you, only one of you, that this person comes back to. And I know that sounds really shitty, and you're like, you're so pessimistic, Jacqueline. Like, what the fuck? What's your problem with this? Listen. I've been doing this. I know. I'm young. You would think that I would be like, oh, love is so great, blah, blah, blah. But again, not a love and light bitch, and I'm not toxic spirituality, and I'm not going to tell you to stay with someone toxic or wait for someone toxic just because they're a soulmate. You have plenty of soulmates. There are soulmates that are going to treat you like a fucking goddess. You know this energy at the very beginning? Where is it? It was here somewhere. She was here somewhere. The Empress, this is you. This is what you deserve. You deserve to be treated like this. This is the best deck, right? This is the best card in this deck to insinuate, like, and you can find somebody that will treat you like this. But have you noticed that nobody in here is even close to an Empress? There's nobody here to be with her. There's nobody here to be with her. So you holding out for this person that's not coming your way anytime soon, who's wasting your time? No, I'm not going to play that game with you. Pile number 4. You deserve better than this. You deserve better than this connection. Also, you didn't read my title, so I'm really upset with you right now. This is supposed to be about being hexed or something. Did you think that this person like siren songed them away? Like, is this the Little Mermaid? Like, listen, pile number 4. Get it together. They're not into you. He's just not that into you. He's just not that into you. He knows there's a connection there. He gets that. But this is the person he wants to be with, not you. This is the person that they want to be with. And that's okay. You have other soulmates. Trust me, I'm only in my early 20s. Actually, I'm 25 now. I'm in my mid 20s, okay? Like, and I've met multiple soulmates. I've been meeting them for years now. And why do I keep meeting all these soulmates? Some romantic, some platonic. Because when we no longer mesh, because a lot of soulmates aren't meant to stay in your life for a long time, they're meant to teach you things. I let them go. I learned the lesson and I moved forward with my life. I moved on. That's what you need to do. That's what's like. Listen, and again, you don't have to listen to me, but I'm assuming that if you're still here listening to me rant about twin flames, you're willing to listen to it. So thank you to like the 2 people that stayed on pile number 4's reading after I said all this, because y'all are real ones. And even if you still wait for this person, I appreciate you for hearing me out. I appreciate you. But I've been here. If you picked any other piles or anything, I talked about, I think in pile number 2, about this guy that I really liked, and I definitely thought was my twin flame, right? I had dreams about him. We spoke in dreams. We talked all the time. It was so, like, there was such a magnetic connection. It was just this fucking beautiful thing, right? He picked someone else over me. And it really hurt. It really fucking sucked. You know? And then I had hope for years. And I dreamt about him for years that things were, like, gonna happen, you know? Like, and it's not that I mean, I did waste my time with that because I was just so hopeful and I just kept comparing everybody to him. And it was, you know, I wasn't ready to move on from it. And I'm not saying you're going to be ready to move on from this for a while. And I get that because I was there too. But I just want to say when you finally get over them, that's when shit gets real. That's when cool people come into your life that actually like you. That's when you go on the funnest fucking dates. You know, when you finally have learned whatever you need to from this connection, you're gonna fucking be so excited. You're gonna glow up. You think you're an empress now? Just you fucking wait till you feel like an empress. There's a difference. I know, right? There's a difference. It's so cool. Anyways, all of this to say, pile number 4, if you wait for this person, 1, I'm disappointed in you. 2, I understand. And 3, you will feel so much better when their energy is out of your system. And I get it though. Like, you might be like, Jacqueline, I've tried really hard to forget about this person. Like, I want to move on. I don't want them to come back into my life. I just don't know how because there's such a strong soulmate connection. And I understand that because I did what? I did at least 2 spells to get my soulmate, the one that was like the bigger one, out of my space. And tried to get rid of him twice. Through magic. So I had already done everything else like mundane to get out of that. And I still was dreaming about him and thinking about him and like being stupid. So when I say this, I do say it out of love because I was there and I've done it and I understand that it's not easy to do. So again, I don't expect you to be like, yeah, totally, fuck this person. You know, like I expect that it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward and move on from them. But I just really want, if you don't already feel this way, I really want you to understand that this is not your only soulmate, and this is going to be the soulmate that treats you the worst. They're not, the reason that the lovers came out wasn't because they're going to be an amazing other half to you. It's because you guys are soulmates. And the amount of energy you're putting into this connection is going to keep that tie there longer. is gonna, the more you think about a person, the more you use your energy with them. And sometimes we can't help it. So again, I understand. But the more you do that, the stronger the cord is, the stronger the tie is. Um, and I just want you to think about, why is it that you want this person? Is it because you think that they're your other half? Why do you think that? Is it because they make you smile? A lot of people can make you smile. Is it because of how your conversation, like, I just really want you to be able to answer those questions and think about, is it really worth it to go after somebody that didn't pick you? Is it worth it, you know? And maybe you're just like, well, I'm just gonna wait for them to come back to me. And you know, we all have that person. I'll be honest, you know, like, a lot of people I've talked to too have been like, you know, like, they're the one that got away, or this is the person with the connection that blah 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 blah. Um, but if he's meant for you, and I'm just gonna assume it's a man. I'm sorry if there's any men watching pile number 4 right now, and they're like, "Excuse you, I'm a heterosexual man. Hi, welcome. Let me know so I will get it right next time." But if he's meant for you, he'll come into your life when you least expect it anyways, so you might as well just get over him, glow up, and, you know, see what happens. See what better people come into your life. Because trust that I'm not single anymore, and it's not with the guy I thought was my soulmate. Like, it's with people that actually care about me. I did say people, I am poly, so just, you know, can judge me for that if you like. But I just feel like it's not worth it. These connections are not worth it. They are connections to learn from and to figure out your worth. I don't believe that there's anything else important about them than that. I think that's what it is. I have never met somebody in a twin flame relationship that was happy. I've never met one that was happy. I've never done a reading for somebody that thought about their soulmate that was happy about this specific kind of soulmate. They have always been miserable, and they've always just been waiting, and they always give me excuses as to why they wait, and it makes me really mad, because you're just wasting your time and your energy and your life on some asshole that's not gonna treat you right. Even if you guys get together, they're not going to treat you right. I don't believe it. I've never seen it happen, okay? And again, you know, I'm younger. I've only been doing these readings for about, like, a little over 5 years, 6 years. I've been doing these readings for a while now. I'm 25, so I started doing it out of college, so like 6 years ago. I don't know, but I've been doing it for a while, okay? And every time I've gone these readings, it's never been well. And whenever people have returned to me and talked to me about it, it's never ended well. And I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this conversation. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Is that person? Seven of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they're focused on other things. They're focused on themselves. So why are you focused on them? You should be focused on yourself. If this is your twin flame, match that energy. Focus on yourself. You know? If you don't want to listen to me and what I've seen and what I know, that's okay. Because it's not always accurate, you know? I'm biased. I mean, that's only my experience, and I've had that experience with the dozens of people. A lot of people. But that doesn't mean that's the only experience, you know? Because there's how many billion people in the world? You know? There's always that 1 in a million. You know, there's all kinds of things that happen. So you want to stay with it, you stay with it. But you putting energy forth into this person, not the move. Don't do that. Take care of yourself. Put energy into you. Take care of you. Treat yourself how you want them to treat you. Okay? You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta do it. You're not cool enough for you, though. I'm just telling you. Like, yeah, we have Temperance in the reverse. I really don't feel like you guys are on the same page. I think that you guys aren't on the same page. You guys are not mirroring each other. And it's not nothing good is coming from this. Like, nothing good is coming from this. You're so unbalanced. You're unbalanced because I think you're spending too much time on this person. You're thinking too hard about it. You know? And I get it though, especially if this is new, like they just started ghosting you or in separation, whatever. They ghosted you, okay? You might be like really upset about it, really hurt. You like, I thought we had a good connection. Why did they pick this person instead of me? Why is this happening? Blah 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 blah. We're soulmates. I know this. I got a tarot reader that told me that we're soulmates. Yes. You are soulmates. But there's a lot of soulmates in your life, so I mean, surprise. Sorry, this is how you get to figure that out. But yeah, especially like the more you want things, and I've been told this by other tarot readers, I'm not sure how much I agree with it, but I'm gonna say it to you, so I feel like there's gotta be some truth to it, is that like the stronger you want something, like more desperate you are about something, the worse it is. Like it's not gonna come to you. It's gonna run away from you. I don't know. I've had a lot of tarot readers tell me things like that, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I feel like that's the right thing to tell you right now, is that if you really want this person, they're just gonna move further away from you. They can't be that person, like, they can't be smothered, especially because they don't see you as a, like, they don't see you as anything. Like they're not putting their energy into you, right? They didn't put any eggs into your basket. Maybe like a shell. They put a shell into your basket and you're like, they put an egg here, so they're coming back to put the rest of them in. But no, they did not. They put all of the eggs that they turned into an omelet. And they gave them to another person, and you're over here like, but I have an eggshell from that omelet that should have been mine, but oh man. Anybody that gets this one's gonna be so mad at me. I'm sorry, pile number 4, but I really just can't. I can't play the game of twin flames. I can't play the chaser runner. I can't play that. I don't like that game. I don't fuck with that, okay? You can, again, totally be different and be like, you know what, Jacqueline? Like, maybe you're just not the right tarot reader for that. And I respect that, especially because this is not supposed to be a fucking love reading. This was supposed to be about people hexing you, so I don't know why the hell you came on here, and there's enough of you that came on here that this needed to be a thing. But hey, here we are, and now you know, you understand where I am in this whole thing, and you know, when you finally realize that twin flames are stupid, you can come back, but you know, oh, you thought it was over? It's not over yet. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. Read that. Say it out loud. I'm going to say it out loud again for you. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. What beliefs are those? Pile number 4. I've been talking about them for 20 minutes. What beliefs are those? Tell me. Leave it in the comment section below. What do you think this means? I'm sorry, I'm laughing about this because I think it's ridiculous. I think the twin flames are ridiculous. I think that people that believe in them are growing and have been taken advantage of by toxic spirituality, and now they think that this toxic relationship is their like twin flame, when in reality I don't even know if twin flames are real. I'm not going to get into that. But in reality, it's just a soulmate that was there to teach you about your self-worth, teach you about your growth, and help you grow further. And instead, everybody gets stuck on this person, and it doesn't allow them to grow. And it's so annoying, and it just makes me so mad because you guys have so much potential, and it's just stunted by this. It's stunted by this toxic spiritual crap, and it just makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. Believe in the yeah, and you guys are like, Jacqueline, I believe in the impossible. I'm gonna be that 1 in a million. And for the rest of the not 1 in a million, the 99.9999999 million, what's the advice for them? Believe in the impossible. Listen, guys, I'm not really that jaded. I believe you can fall in love. I believe that soulmates can be there for you and be with you forever. I believe in all of that. I just think that the twin flame runner chaser dynamic is toxic and hurts you. It hinders your growth as a person. And it just makes me mad. Soulmates, on the other hand, I love. Love readings, on the other hand, I love to do. This was not supposed to be one of those. Adjustments are required. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius, third quarter moon. So for everybody else that isn't this 1 in a million, adjustments are required and luck is on your side. It's gonna work out for you guys. You know, you're gonna find somebody that loves you, that understands you, that you understand, that you care about. You might even dream about this person too. You know, like you can have more than one soulmate. And I really feel like you will. You absolutely will. But you have to do the work first. You have to understand that you are worth more than whatever this garbage person is trying to do for you. You know, you deserve to be loved right. You deserve to be loved the way you need to be loved. You deserve the most. You are the empress. It's time you start feeling like it and having boundaries like it. And when you do, that's when beautiful people will come into your life and take care of you and treat you the way that you should be treated. And it'll be amazing. Pile number 4. I know I've been really rough on you. And thank you to all 2 of you that stayed to listen all the way through and at least hear me out before you got mad in my comment section. But if you're that 1 in a million, please dislike this video. Comment that I'm a terrible tarot reader and let me know. And for everybody else that actually, you know, is here and at least listen to me and at least will think about this, thank you so much for listening. If it resonates whatsoever with you, I really appreciate it if you liked the video or commented talking about your situation. What you hope to gain. Use my comment section as a manifestation for your person, your divine counterpart. Because I do believe in those. I do believe in love. I do believe in soulmates. I just don't believe in this specific type of connection. I feel like it's very damaging. And I hope that you take the care that you need. And yeah, that's what I got for you. Thanks for listening to pile number 4. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.